Hey everybody, it's Derek Timmons here with Maverick Group and CIR Realty, and I'm coming to you with a real estate market update. There has been some major changes happening, so I just wanted to take a minute to go over these with you. Now, first and foremost, the thing that everybody's talking about is the fact that the Bank of Canada has done 2 interest rate drops in the last 60 days. Now, we had a drop in June where they reduced it by 0.25% or 25 basis points, which was expected. Based on all the reports that everyone was reading, we were kind of waiting for it, hoping that it would come. And when it did come, there was a huge sigh of relief everywhere. What we weren't expecting was to see a second consecutive drop in July. When that happened, all of our clients that we're talking to, all the investors that we're talking to, just anyone really in general, starting to feel a lot more confident. For me personally, on our mortgage, just a 0.5% rate drop has saved us $310 per month, which is amazing. It's anticipated that the Bank of Canada is going to continue doing these rate drops. Now, I don't expect they're going to drop it any more than 0.25% per time. Now, on the way up, they went up pretty quick. There was a time, if you remember, they went up 1% in an interest rate increase. Now, they were trying to radically reduce inflation, which was a huge problem because of COVID and the global pandemic. And we all know that story. The thing that's interesting is that on the way down, I would be surprised. I would probably fall off my chair if they did anything more than 0.25 at a time. We might see a 0.5 drop at some point in time. But really, at the end of the day, the thing to keep in mind is that the rates are dropping. And the reason they're dropping is because inflation is coming down to a level that the Bank of Canada feels more comfortable. Now, a lot of people want to blame the government. One thing to keep in mind is that the government has absolutely nothing to do with the interest rate. The Bank of Canada is a completely separate function. They make these decisions based on the economy and what's best for the country. It has zero involvement with the government. Now, the government causes inflation by spending too much money. That's a different conversation for a different day. But I just wanted to throw that in there because I know a lot of people are trying to blame outside sources, but really at the end of the day, we just spent too much money and our inflation skyrocketed like it did around the globe. So it's a situation that we're all struggling with, but it is starting to get better. I would anticipate a year from now, I don't have a crystal ball, so this is only my prediction, but I would anticipate we're going to be into the low 4s, high 3s. Now, when it comes to the market, the real estate market in Alberta, in southern Alberta, we live in Airdrie. We focus most of our energy into marketing into Airdrie, but we do work all of Calgary and area. We are in a seller's market. In fact, we are still in a hot seller's market. If we look at the statistics for July, the months of inventory in Airdrie are 1.27 months, and the average price of a home in Airdrie, now factoring in all property types between condos and your multi-million-dollar estate homes, the average price of a home is $699,099. Now let's talk about the months of inventory for a second. What does that mean? Months of inventory is the statistic that we use to get an idea of what type of market we're in. Now, we hear people all the time saying that we're in a seller's market, we're in a buyer's market, but what does that mean? It's based on the amount of inventory that is for sale and how fast it's selling. To figure out our months of inventory, what we do is we take the number of sales that happened last month and divide that by the number of active listings we currently have. That spits us out a number. That is our months of inventory. So what that means is if nothing else comes for sale for the rest of the year, whatever number that came out from that calculation, if nothing else comes onto the market, that's how long it will take to sell what is currently available. So as it stands right now in Airdrie, there's 1.27 months of inventory, which means we're in a seller's market. So 0 to 2 months of inventory is a seller's market. 2 to 4 is like a balanced market or a mixed market, depending on who you're talking to. And anything over 4 months of inventory is a buyer's market. Now, I remember in 2017, when I started in real estate, we had 6.5 months of inventory. It was a buyer's market in a big way. I could have showed you 30 houses and come back a month later to the first one that we saw and it would still be available. It was crazy. It was like 1 out of every 10 houses were selling. It was very difficult. So our average days on market in Airdrie is 21 days right now, which means properties are going up and selling quickly. Now, what's the key to taking advantage of a hot market? It's going to be the same as any market. You want to make sure your house is priced properly and that it shows really well. When it comes to pricing is a hot topic. Everybody's saying to us right now, well, not everybody, but a lot of people that we're talking to is saying, well, let's try this price because everything is selling. The truth is not everything is selling. Overpriced listings, even in a seller's market, they sit and they don't sell because the buyers are aware of the market and they have so much information available to them that they don't make poor decisions. Everybody wants to get a good deal. Now, that being said, if you price your property well and it shows incredibly well, you're going to get a lot of attention for that. Now, humans are funny. They will pay more than they want to for something if they think someone else wants it. But if nobody else wants it, they want a deal. If you can do your marketing in a way where it shows really well, it's priced really good, it's getting a lot of attention, and people are seeing each other at your house when they're doing showings, you're going to sell your house most likely for more than what it's listed. Now, our average as a team this year so far to date, we've sold 88 homes. Our average is 101% of list price. The industry average is 96% of list price, which by no means is this a way to brag or solicit our services. I'm just trying to tell you that when you take these things into account and you take advantage of the market that you're in, you can have great results. Now, if we're talking about Calgary for July, it's just a little bit slower. I mean, marginally, but Calgary's months of inventory right now is 1.57. Now, keep in mind, again, that's all property types. So that's your tiny little one bedroom condo all the way up to your multi-million dollar. So if we look at each sector, they're a little bit different, but the overall market is 1.57 months of inventory, which means Calgary is also in a hot seller's market. The average price of a home in Calgary currently is sitting at $779,893, which blows me away. Our market is appreciating very quickly. It's exciting because people are finally making money and things like that. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to stop. Now, the thing to consider is if the interest rates continue to drop, that's going to bring a lot more buyers into the market that have been sitting on the sidelines, more specifically Alberta buyers. The market here has been fueled by people from BC and Ontario for the last 3 years moving here in droves. They're buying properties sight unseen because they still think it's crazy that we only spend $500,000 on a townhouse where they're used to spending more like $900,000 or $1 million. The people coming from out of province are definitely feeling the market, but there's a lot of people from Alberta that have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for the rates to drop. Now that the rates are dropping, people are going to be able to afford more, but there's going to be more rush of buyers trying to get inventory, which is going to cause our prices to go up. So my prediction is a year from now, we're going to be talking about the average price in Airdrie and Calgary, and it's going to be more like $750 and $800. So when is the perfect time to buy? Perfect time to buy is when you need a home or you want to make a move, right? If you're trying to upsize your home, don't wait for the perfect conditions. Do it while you can, right? If you buy now at a higher interest rate, but a lower price, it's going to cost you the same as if you wait until the rate drops, but you're spending more money. So that's our market update for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. All of our contact information will be in and around this video somewhere. We look forward to hearing from you. And to all of you that have sent us a referral this year, which has been so many, and we're so fortunate to get the referrals that we do, I just want to take a minute to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It truly does keep our business going. And to get a referral from our past clients or people that we haven't even worked with, it's just such a huge compliment. It tells us that we're doing the right stuff and that our team is firing on all cylinders. So again, thank you everyone for your referrals. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a nice day.